Hello collectors, welcome to another edition of Like a Hawk Cards. This is Just the Hits, my weekly recap of the hits from last week. And as always, we like to start it off with viewer hits. And there are two today. There is Thomas Earhart, opened his last blaster box of 2019 Women's Division, pulled a bronze Nia Jax matte relic out of 75, and then a Mia Yim gold base parallel out of 10, 6 out of 10. That's very nice, Thomas. Congratulations. And then we go to Brandon Keefe, opened some gold label and Revolution basketball. In the gold label, got 2 gold label autos, one of Steven Duggar, the other of Tiki Toussaint. And then in the Revolution, got a Ja Morant Impact die cut that was miscut by Panini. Also got an auto of Kobe White. Now I told Brandon about the Ja Morant Impact die cut that he should reach out to Panini. There were some Lukas that were bad in Revolution last year, and they were actually able to replace Luka autographs. So I told Brandon he should reach out to them, and hopefully they'll be able to replace that card for Brandon. So those were the hits from this week. As always, if you want me to mention your hits, just put them in the comments throughout the week, and I'll let everybody know what they are in next week's video. This was a quiet week, I want to say, for the channel as a whole. On Wednesday, I just announced the Royal Rumble winner, and the winner had only 3. We had 3 people that had 3 correct, and Griff was the winner. So congratulations to him. He already actually got the card in the mail, so that was great. He reached out to me, told me he received that. I appreciate that when people tell me they got the card, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, so I think people liked the contest. I'm going to try to do one for WrestleMania, because I did that last year. I'm still trying to figure out the prizes. Still trying to get prizes for this year's Laugh Season 2. If you have any suggestions, always love to hear about that as well. And then on the last video of the week was the Buried Treasure. And the Buried Treasure this time around was kind of fun for me. This was for Michael, and this was Cowboys and wrestling. So let's just bring back the Buried Treasure chest and look inside what I'm going to be sending Michael. So first off, with the Cowboys, you know, he mentioned that he wanted the big guys like Jason Witten and Prescott and Zeke. Unfortunately, their autos are above the $30 budget, but he did mention Sean Lee, and I decided to go with this beautiful, I think beautiful looking Sean Lee from Topps. Topps did make some football cards back in the day, and this is a Sean Lee. Just love the art feel to it. Kind of a gypsy queenish, although it's not like art. This is almost like a filter on top of a picture. So, and here's the back of that. Pretty cool. They got a nice little trivia question there too. So that's kind of cool. So that was one of them. Decided to go with an RPA. Now this RPA I traded for, and I thought, you know, I have a couple Gallup RPAs. If something happens to Cooper, Gallup is going to be the #1 on Dallas. I just think Gallup stuff is pretty cheap right now, and I think you want to get on board. So I'm going to be sending off this RPA as well from Unparalleled from this year. I don't know, I just like the look of that. So that was the second auto, and then the third auto was wrestling. Now, it was hard to find some, I guess Michael got a lot of wrestling cards, so it was hard for me to pick something for him. He did mention that he collected a lot of the mid to late 90s wrestlers. So I'm going to send this Al Snow his way. This is 19 out of 50. This is from Leaf Wrestling. And, you know, it was a choice between Al Snow, Val Venus, and Rikishi. Those are really the only autos I had from the early to late 90s. And I'm going to throw in some Cowboys. These were from Jason Aaron Goldberg. Got a nice football collection, and I reached out and made a small donation to the scholarship fund, and he sent me a large box of Cowboys cards. So I'm going to send some of those, like Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson now in the Hall of Fame, and Jay Novacek. And I'm also going to be sending Michael some of the cards from the years, with Dak Prescott and Zeke. So those are going to go out. And that was basically the week. I hope you guys and gals had a great week in collecting. This week, I'm kind of looking forward to it. We're going to be doing a box of Series 1 Hobby Box for Topps, looking for 11 rookie cards that everybody's going to be looking for. And then I recorded already a home run challenge. I'm going to show off my 8 home run challenge cards that I won last year. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you can win the home run challenge this year, or what worked for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. So I really appreciate checking out this video. Like, subscribe, tell me about your hits in the comments. Always love to hear about those. And of course, the social media, Instagram at Like a Hawk Cards, all one word. Hope you have a lot of luck in your next break, and thanks for watching Like a Hawk.